Hi everyone, welcome to Education Week. My name is Justin Harrison and it is a pleasure to be with you as we kick off a new year and new opportunities to learn about these amazing products. By way of introduction, my name is Justin Harrison and my wife and I were the very first wellness advocates with doTERRA, coming up on 13 years ago now. And it's been an amazing journey, and we're excited to share with you some of what we've learned and talk about some of the experience that we've had. Education Week is a unique opportunity. We take a week each month to zero in and focus on different product lines. And this week we are focusing on products that we will be utilizing coming up in February in the 21-day challenge that doTERRA is about to launch. So in that 21-day challenge, there's going to be exciting things happening and certain products we'll be using. And all of the products we're talking about this week are going to be focused on, or are going to come from that challenge. By way of reference, the recordings for the webinars each week can be found at justinswebinars.com. You can also register at justinswebinars.com for upcoming sessions if you have not already done so. Okay, super excited to jump in on this. Now, we are an essential oil company, and you might think, well, we got to talk oils, but actually today we're going to start out talking about nutrition first and what is our number one selling product, actually, even though we are an essential oil company. Now, you've probably seen this before. This is what we call the doTERRA lifestyle pyramid, if you will. Foundation of eating right, exercise or movement in general, resting and managing stress, reducing toxic load. All of these things, these four categories that you see here, are part of our lifestyle, and we can largely influence and control, to a large extent, these four areas, right? Once we cross that line, and maybe it's no longer in our control as much, we enter a healthcare model where we will do everything we can, obviously for ourselves, to fuel the body and help the body manage the issue, whatever's going on. And then if needed, we will move into a proactive medical care model with physicians and doctors to help address the issue, right? So this is the progression. And we're going to focus on the bottom category today, which is eating right. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. So said Hippocrates many, many years ago. That old adage that we are what we eat is actually pretty accurate. And when we realize that all disease and health is fundamentally linked to cellular health. So if our cellular health is optimized, we're less likely to struggle with illness. We're less likely to wear this t-shirt that you see here, right? I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Oh man, a lot of us have been wearing that lately, especially in this past year. And so nutrition is more important than ever in helping the body to do what it needs to do. Now, I realize the crowd I'm speaking to probably has a healthier diet than most groups of people. And so maybe this is a statement that we might hear. You know, I eat a healthy diet, so I don't need to supplement. Okay, even if you're eating healthy, and that's a good thing, eating as many raw foods as possible, getting your fruits and vegetables. One thing to consider is that we just do not have the nutritional value in our food, even in our organic foods, that was once there in past decades, right? The nutritional value just isn't giving us what we need compared to in the past. In addition to that, we are eating a lot of processed foods. It's hard to avoid them 100% because they kind of sneak in everywhere, right? But there's a lot of processed foods out there, and some of us eat way too much of them. And so they're devoid of life and devoid of nutrition. And we're not getting enough of our vitamins and minerals. According to research, most of us are pretty deficient. And one way you can know if you're deficient is to just read through this list of symptoms or signs of vitamin mineral deficiency. Do you have a lack of energy? I would say probably most of us can raise our hand to that. Do we have fatigue? Are we irritable? Do we have poor immune function, poor bone health, joint discomfort, weak skin, hair, and nails? All of these are symptoms of or signs of vitamin and mineral deficiency, right? Also, given the diet that we're eating, we tend to be in a very pro-inflammatory environment. Most of the foods we're consuming are pro-inflammatory, and inflammation has been long linked to many, many illnesses, and in fact can be said that it is the root cause of most disease, right? And so how do we get our body out of this inflammatory response, or out of this inflammatory state, right? How do we get our body out of that and still survive, right? So we got to fuel our bodies, right? We got to fuel it with proper nutrition, with good health. And it's confusing out there because we go to the health food store, or even regular grocery stores nowadays have pretty large sections of multivitamins and supplements to choose from. And therein is the confusion, because there are so many, right? What do we take? What's good? What am I going to be able to absorb? Oh my goodness, there are so many options, right? So I would like to introduce you to doTERRA's solution to this challenge, and that is the Lifelong Vitality Supplement Trio. So these are 3 different products. First, the Alpha CRS Plus. You could call this your cellular superhero. Longevity, energy, antioxidants. The list goes on and on. Amazing product. The ZE Omega, which is a combination of all your fatty acids, your omega-3 fatty acids, 9 different essential oils. I consider this to be one of the most effective products for brain health and cardiovascular health. And then the Microplex VMZ, which is your vitamin mineral. That's the VM, right? All your essential vitamins, all your essential minerals in a food format. So that the body can actually absorb and utilize what's there. So those 3 products make up the Lifelong Vitality Supplement Trio. Now, something very important to know, and this is a funny cartoon, but it makes a great point. We do not believe in fairy dusting. What is fairy dusting? So many products on the market today, when you grab the bottle and you look at the list of ingredients, there are sometimes hundreds of ingredients because it's impressive, right? Sometimes the list is so long on the label that you have to peel the label off and keep reading, right? So most of those ingredients are present in such small quantity that they don't actually cause benefit to the body. So that's fairy dusting, right? We're just gonna put a little sprinkle of everything in here and call it good. So we do not do that. If you see it on the label of a doTERRA product, it is present, that ingredient is present in sufficient quantities to cause therapeutic benefit in the body. Okay, it's going to do something for you. Very, very, very important to know. So no fairy dusting. Also, you might want to know that in a single serving of Lifelong Vitality, you're getting the equivalent of 12 plus servings of fruits and vegetables. All right, so I don't know how many of us are getting 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, but I know on average for most people that is not happening. All right, let's break down each of these a little bit more. Let's talk about first the Alpha CRS Plus. Check out the long list of clinically supported benefits. These are benefits based on the ingredients present in the Alpha CRS. It is incredible. Okay, I mean, we could go down that list and check off, well, probably all of those as far as a benefit to our body. One that I want to highlight is the fact that it is a very effective antioxidant. Okay, now let's talk about what happens when we have free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules with one or more unpaired electron. My definition is a lot more fun. That's the scientific definition. My definition is that they are a molecule that has gone to the dark side. Okay, so it's normal to have free radicals. We have them. They're a byproduct of our metabolism, of exercise, of digestion. So we all have them, but when you have large amounts of them, that is the challenge, right? That is the problem. And so we also acquire them from extrinsic factors such as sunlight, radiation, pollution, cigarette smoking. I can't even say what that number is. Is that a quad? I don't even know. I don't even know how to say that. It's so big. That's a lot of free radicals per inhalation. Per inhalation, not even per cigarette. So if you ever needed a reason to stop smoking, there you go. Okay, it is a free radical bomb. We also, as I mentioned, get some from just regular living, right? Stress, eating, breathing, exercise, all of that good thing. So we introduce antioxidants to the equation, which the alpha CRS is a very powerful antioxidant. And an antioxidant has an extra electron that it can donate to the free radical, basically making it a stable molecule once more, therefore neutralizing it, right? So these are critical, and we get them from some food sources, right? And we also are able to produce some of them as well. And so we got to have this, guys. Antioxidants are critical, and we don't get enough of them in our regular diet. Just a fun factoid here. What does the name alpha CRS mean? Alpha means first. CRS is an acronym for Cellular Renewal System. Okay, Cellular Renewal System. And the plus is for emphasis on the improvements made since the original product launched some 11 years ago. So we are very much on top of scientific advancements, and as things improve, as knowledge improves, we will make adjustments to make our products even better, even more effective. So yes, cellular immune support, mental clarity and brain function, oxidative stress in the cells, all of these are going to be addressed with the alpha CRS plus. So just some of the other ingredients that you might want to be aware of. We've got proanthocyanidins from grapeseed, bacillin from scutellaria root, resveratrol from Polygonum capsitatum, and ellagic acid from pomegranate. Okay, pomegranate, very, very cool. Ellagic acid has a long history of anti-inflammatory benefits, also great for the digestive system. Resveratrol, probably you've heard of. It's been around for a long time and touts a lot of great benefits for blood pressure and helping support inflammatory processes in the body. The proanthocyanidins help increase capillary strength and work with vitamin C to strengthen the body as well. And then the bacillin is helping the body to manage anxiety. It's neuroprotective, beneficial to the liver. So a lot of great benefits in those four ingredients. Plus here you have quercetin from the Japanese pagoda tree. Quercetin is wonderful at helping the body get to where it's actually producing more mitochondria in the cells. Like it stimulates the production of mitochondria. Mitochondria produce energy. So you can look at this as a natural energy product as well. Curcumin from turmeric root, very well known for its benefits for helping with inflammation, and boswellic acids from Boswellia serrata. I hope you all know those words. That is frankincense, my friends. But this is frankincense resin. The acids from the resin, not from the essential oil, which are very, very powerful and effective at helping support healthy cellular function. So some of the other ingredients we've got listed here: coenzyme Q10, alpha-lipoic acid, again, cellular energy, ginkgo for mental clarity. We have a tummy taming blend. Some people have difficulty taking supplements, particularly on an empty stomach. That may be you. No worries. We have the tummy tamer blend in there to help with that. Also, no stimulants, guys. Excuse me, no stimulants, which is really important to know. No added sugars, none of that stuff. So this is all pure wonderfulness as nature intended. Okay, so there is the recap of that product. All right, healthy cellular function, cellular immune function, mental clarity. I would add energy to the list for sure. and so many different things. So that's the first one. Now the second one, before we talk about it, we need to talk about fat for a moment. Most of us are deficient in omega-3 fatty acids. Unless we're eating a large diet of seafood or land-based omega-3 products like flax and pomegranate, which most of us are probably not doing, then we're going to have some deficiencies in fatty acids in the body. And the brain is 80% fatty acids, and 70% of the myelin sheath is fatty acids. So it's actually really, really important. Really, really important that we get those fats in our body, and we're not getting enough. We get too much of the wrong kinds of fat. Interesting study out of the New England Journal of Medicine a number of years ago. There's this study volume there if you ever wanted to go read it for yourself. They took 2 groups of pigs and fed them nothing but donuts for 8 months. And then after that, I know some of you are like, what? Animal cruelty. Well, maybe. Or they were just really happy. take your argument, I guess. 8 months of eating donuts, and then they went in and had a look at their arterial health, and no surprise, almost complete occlusion, right? Almost complete blockage of the arteries. No big surprise there. They were literally on death's doorway because of eating donuts for 8 months. I'm pretty sure that would kill us too. Now, the second group of pigs was also fed donuts. But their donuts were slightly different. They were injected with cod liver oil. And their arteries were not just a little bit different. They were a lot different. Okay, a lot different. So what does this mean? Bring on the donuts, right? As long as you inject them with fish oil first. Doesn't sound too appetizing. What it means is that omegas are important. So important. In doTERRA, we have 3 different omega products. In the Lifelong Vitality, we have the Z Omega that you see there in the middle, the VE Omega, which is our vegetarian vegan version, and then the IQ Mega, which is the kids version of the omega. Okay, what does the name mean? We're going to focus in on the Z Omega first. The X, and even though it's pronounced Z, it is an X. It stands for astaxanthin, which is one of the powerful ingredients we'll talk about here in a moment. The EO stands for essential oil, and the Mega represents the omega benefits provided from the omega-3 fatty acids in the product, right? So here we have a balanced ratio from fish oil of EPA and DHA oils. It is filtered, it is free of pesticides, heavy metals, etc. It also has oils from Ichium seed, pomegranate seed oil. The product is certified ultra pure by Friends of the Sea. It's tested for contaminants. It is a brilliant, brilliant combination. And added to that, we have a beautiful combination of essential oils that are all, I would say, some of our most brain health and heart health oils for sure. Okay. Then add to that these beautiful antioxidants like astaxanthin, lutein, zeaxanthin, lycopene. You've got a variety of vitamins as well. Just want to talk about the astaxanthin for a second. Astaxanthin is grown in Israel. The astaxanthin we use is grown in Israel, and they flood these tubes with algae. It's a microalgae, and so you can see it pictured there. They're green in the morning when it starts out, and then as the sunlight hits them, as the UV rays hit them, they change from green to red, right, to protect themselves. It's like our skin pigment turning darker. It's the same type of thing, right? So to protect itself, it creates that astaxanthin compound, and we're able to extract that from the algae. And astaxanthin holds superior antioxidant activity and has the ability to support and maintain natural inflammatory response and cross the blood-brain barrier and affect the central nervous system. phenomenal for circulatory support, muscle strength, immune function, helping with cognitive function, brain fog. Oh, man. We should just donate cases of this to Congress. Did I say that out loud? We won't go there, right? We won't go there. So in review, the XC Omega is critical for all the things that you see listed here. Again, cardiovascular, nervous, immune, healthy joint function, brain, eyes, and nervous system, healthy skin. Let me just share with you that there are so many benefits to the omegas. And it is, do some research. Do some research if you want to go out there and discover why omegas are so critical. There are literally hundreds upon hundreds of studies that have been done by different universities and research institutions documenting why omega-3s are important and how a deficiency in omega-3s leads to a lot of health challenges, and how supplementation with omega-3s has actually helped resolve many of those challenges. And so the information is out there, okay? It's definitely out there, all right? Okay, so we mentioned this a little bit earlier. We're not getting everything the body needs, right? A lot of recent studies have shown that there are significant declines in the nutritional value of our fruits and vegetables, right? We're just not getting it. Even the organic stuff has found to be depleted because the nutrients in the soil just aren't present, right? Like they used to be. And so we introduced the Microplex VMZ, right? Sorry, this slide is a little bit not formatted right, but the VM, the Microplex, is a combination of the word micronutrient and complex. The VM stands for vitamin mineral. Z is because of improvements made since the original product. The important thing to note here, guys, is that you have all of your essential vitamins and minerals in conjunction with what you see listed here, enzymes to help with the absorption. You've got all of your essential minerals, you have your essential vitamins, you have the tummy tamer blend as well, just in case it's a sensitive issue for some. And sorry, my slides got stuck there. All of this in a whole food botanical blend. So you also have kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and spinach, all in what we call a glycoprotein matrix. So what this means is we basically take the nutrient, we bond it with a healthy yeast to create a protein matrix, and basically the body sees that as a food and allows total absorption of the food. So we get overall benefit. Most vitamin mineral products that are out there, people take them and they go in and they go out the same way. They go in and they go out with really no benefit to the body. This product is not that. You get absorption because it is bioavailable. Okay, it is bioavailable. It's also really important to take this with the omegas together. I take all three products together, but making sure you have vitamins and minerals with your omega consumption is really critical to assimilation in the body as well. Okay, all right, how long does it take to completely refresh your body? We are what we eat, right? So if we start changing our nutrition, it doesn't change our body overnight, but it starts the process. And blood cells completely replenish every 120 days, approximately. And so really we need 120 days of good nutrition to be able to take a complete inventory of changes in our body from head to toe, right? To help kind of reset and restart things. And so here we are at the start of a new year. Many of us in January do make goals to change our diet and change our nutrition. And so it's a commitment that needs to be more than just a month, right? It needs to be months, ideally at least 4, and then you're going to enjoy the changes so much that I think you're going to keep going, okay? Keep going. In fact, most people, when they start on Life on Vitality, will notice a difference in a matter of days. I certainly was one of those. By day 3, I could tell. And it's amazing how the body reacts when you give it nutrition that it's not accustomed to having, right? So how do you take the Life on Vitality? It is recommended that you take half a dose in the morning and the other half in the afternoon or evening. Okay, you do take 4 of each bottle, so it'd be 2 of each in the AM, 2 of each in the afternoon or the PM. Also note that this was structured, the body size does matter. Okay, body size does matter. In fact, let's go to this slide. If you are a smaller size body structure, so under 120 pounds, you may have more than sufficient benefit just taking 1 of each of those 3 supplements in the AM and 1 in the PM. If you are a larger, medium to large frame, so basically above 120 pounds, then you're going to want the full dose, right? 2 of each in the AM, 2 of each in the PM. Okay, and again, it recommends that take this with meals. It really is up to you. If you are totally great, if your body's great with taking supplements, if you have a long history of taking supplements without food and it doesn't bother you, then you are not going to have a problem. If you do have struggles that way, you might want to take it with food. Keep in mind the Tummy Tamer blend is there, okay? It is there to help with that, and the enzymes are present as well to help with that. At the end of the day, guys, this is our foundation for wellness. It is a product that I take every single day, that I recommend you take every single day, because it allows your body to function optimally. Okay, now what's funny is some people will get on it, they'll feel amazing, and then it becomes the new normal, right? And they might say, well, I don't really notice it anymore. Well, that's because you're living the new normal. And so they might go off the product for a little while, and then you start to notice as your body becomes depleted in nutrients that it was getting, then you notice, right? So we challenge people all the time, give this a shot. In fact, we're so confident in this that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee associated with this product, no questions asked. So it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Also, the pricing. Guys, the pricing on this is really phenomenal. It's $79.50, and just to give you an example of why that's such a good deal, we actually tried to recreate. We went into a local health food store and tried to recreate the Lifelong Vitality with all the ingredients listed in their therapeutic dosages, and we were going to spend over $250 to get those same. And not even the same quality ingredients, but just in name only, right? It was going to be a lot. So this really, really is a phenomenal deal. Plus, if you choose to buy Lifelong Vitality on your monthly loyalty rewards order, and if you don't know what that is, talk to the person that invited you to view this, and they'll explain it to you. But if you do that, then you actually have the opportunity to add 3 additional products. So you see that line of products there on the bottom half of the screen. Those prices on the very bottom are the regular prices. If you were to just go in and buy those as a standalone product, notice the huge discount. Like, you can get extra bottles of Z Omega or Mito 2 Max, which is for energy while exercising or playing sports, for $20. Like, everything's $20 in there. Extra bottle of Terrazyme, $20, normally $37.50. So it's a great perk for those who are purchasing Lifelong Vitality to be able to add in some additional items at a pretty great discount. Okay, so just an FYI there. Make sure everyone's aware of that. All right, that was a quick run through on Lifelong Vitality. This is a subject and a product line we could spend hours on, actually. The food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. So let's be conscious and aware of what we're eating and the nutrition that we're providing our bodies and for our children as well. And there's a number of other nutritional products we haven't talked about today that will be beneficial to be aware of. But this is our foundation. Okay, this is our foundation. This is the foundation of the 21-day challenge. This is the foundation of a doTERRA wellness lifestyle. So we invite you to try this for those of you that haven't. And for those of you that have, we invite you to share what your experience has been and the changes that you've seen in your life. So thanks, everybody. Tomorrow is day 2 of Education Week. and we will see you there. Again, recordings are posted on justinswebinars.com, and they will be there for a 48-hour window. So if you missed this or want to enjoy the replay or share with others, you have 2 days, 48 hours to get in the replay. So thanks everyone. Have an awesome day.